I did Jags plus 3.5. That was my like was Jags. They lose by 4 somehow. Joe, like you're watching this game and you're like, okay, look, Burrow is out the game. Okay, this is about to be a hit. Gets out the game. Jake Browning throws 3 picks. He had 2 touchdowns. Nigga threw 3 picks. Like you got this game away, and then Brian Thomas. I mean, PPR, we got you a cool.
It was Los Angeles, Tennessee cover, minus 5.5.
Rams Titans.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, true. But bro, things looking, efforts looking terrible. I saw you step Diami Brown. You know, that's a good pick. He can't get active. That does leave the door wide open for Parker Washington, for Diami Brown, for even Travis Hunter, depending on how they really
right
want.
Right now, Diami is leading. He's leading the team in targets and yards and all that. So
yeah, no, that's a smooth pickup. He's just like, you know, he's an Redskins fan. You'd be well aware of him. But
yeah, Daniels is the one who made him his money. He was deemed a bust. Then Jaden Daniels came through, and I think he basically got an opportunity at the last month and a half of the season, and even into the playoffs, and he was doing his thing.
And you got to respect that. You got to respect here. Brian Thomas, LSU receiver, got him in the first round. He's supposed to be that guy. You need somebody to step up when there's that slump, because I'm sure Trevor, Brian Thomas, they're eventually going to form that connection. I mean, we even saw last year a lot of questions with Marvin Harrison and Kyler.
Yeah.
And those are two elite to me. So, yeah. So I lost that one. Half point would have been a push, but they should have took that one home, which is why I'm very fearful for the Texans this week, because this Jags team should be pretty pissed off. Like, those are the type of games they're like, all right, now we're about to play the Texans. Nah, we need these niggas 0-3. They've been winning the division for the past like 3 years in a row. Fuck. So, that Broncos minus 1.5. This shit should hit for one.
Right back.
Yeah, do your thing. For one, it's the special to Broncos each time. Last week I went 1-2 because of the Broncos. They should have covered against the Titans. They didn't. This game, we talked about it earlier, but what you got to realize is Will Lutz, before this, he missed a field goal. Now, I don't know if you know about Will Lutz, but he's usually pretty automatic. Like, he's kind of a sleeper good tight end, not in a kicker for fantasy. So if he's on your waiver and you're feeling like I'm not really messing with my kicker right now, looking to Will Lutz, it should be all up from here because he usually doesn't miss these. So it was like a 40-yarder. Boom. Game ender. This is what loses these niggas the game, right? I'm sitting pretty at 2. The line is Colts, the line is Broncos minus 1.5. So I'm sitting pretty at 2, right? Field goal, touchdown wins the game. They kicked the field goal, miss, penalty, offsides on the defense. So they get like a yards, kick it, goes in. Okay. Now I'm 1-2 for the week because of again could easily be sitting like Austin, looking big brain, but that's what happened in my one pick. And hey, if I'm gonna go 1-2, at least my lock, my favorite pick of the week, looked great. Now this one was another one though, where I was like, yo, this shit is about to.
I was about to say, what you mean look great? I was about to say, wait, that joint almost that one almost went bad.
Yeah, but it looked it looked good. That's points. I didn't even need all that. I needed like 2. But nah, I mean, they were winning at one. Dolphins actually looking like, you know, they're about to do some shit.
I mean, that's like, you know what I mean? I see these teams, like, unless it's dysfunctional, they're going to bounce back. Like, they're professional athletes don't become professional athletes. You know what I mean? Being able to just deal with that at elite level, on an elite level. And so, you know, when you like that, I'm like, okay, I thought they were going to give it against Indianapolis. I was like, they got to at least fight, which is
tripping with that one. But
but it was like, I was like, yo, that minus 1.5. I'm like, yeah, I get why this is. I mean, the same. That's why that I understand why. The same reason why I understand is that the Cowboys, Chicago Bears games at 1.5.
Yeah, no, I feel that. But listen, the way I've been losing some of these, give a fuck how it looked. All I know is the lock looks like I could at least look, listen to me. I could like this. You gotta pay attention to his low. His favorite pick. Look, 1.5. This joint 6. It was easy. So be it. But yeah, those are my 3. Before we get week 3, you want to go this shit? I know you had the Ravens.
Mine's short and sweet, yo. You know what I'm saying? I just they ended up smashing them out. Got a few Joe Flacco. That's going to happen. Had some Fields, capitalized on it. Like I said,
he on pick.
Yeah, okay, my bad. But I'm thinking of the Cedric Tillman one where it should have been an interception. He catches it in the backfield or whatever. But nonetheless, you know, I lost this one fair and square. It is what it is, though. And then that at -5. It's just one of those situations where the Titans just they're not ready yet. Cam Ward is going to be good, but you know he's missing the pieces on offense. And honestly, I think his head coach is just not good when it comes to that situation.
He needs to go. Get my boy Ward a good head coach, because you know what's funny? Cam Ward doing what Will Levis always tries to do, but it just looks hilarious. And he just does it, and then I'm like, damn, that was sexy as hell, and it worked.
Yeah. So like basically this one kind of came down to Sean McVay is better than Brian Callahan. I'm going with that side of it. And then the bonus one that I gave out, obviously that's a bonus one that doesn't count. But the Green Bay Packers -7.5 against Washington, because we almost got backdoor covered on that one. Happened. And did
Micah always have fronts?
Huh?
Did he always have fronts?
I don't know.
You never paid attention to your man.
But and then I guess the love, or the one I love the most, was it versus Pittsburgh? That I envisioned. I thought that it was going to be a game that they played week before. They couldn't really do anything on defense. I know Pittsburgh's supposed to be known to having this solid defense, but you know, like I said, that's not going to be able to stop shit. JSN out the slot, not going to be able to stop that. Not going to be able to deal with Kenneth Walker. They weren't able to deal with him. He scores a touchdown. This week he looked like the better running back. The week before it was Zach Charbonnet. So we'll check and see what we get this upcoming week. But
my God. 15 carries for 10 yards?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This is a good time to try to trade for Zach Charbonnet. That's crazy.
But you know, it was just one of those things where I felt like I really, really had my hand on the script. Like it's Aaron Rodgers against a pace defense. And it was just one of the things where I said the defense would be able to win this game. Again, I thought the talent of Kenneth Walker would be able to win this game. And I thought the talent of JSN would be able to win this game. And it kind of came down to that.
Well, hey, Cooper Kupp, he just knows how to get open, man. I went to go looking at some of these. I was like, I really want to look at some Cooper Kupp to see if he could duplicate this. And I mean, I guess it really depends. The Steelers defense is just, it looks weight. And I thought that week 1 Luke, which is why I didn't like this pick. But I mean, you hit this on the head. I mean, you got this one, which is why I like hearing your picks. Because even though I feel away now, even though one of my top bet joints, because you have a reason for not liking it, that might just go on I'm just not going to take that one. You have a different read on it. I trust your read. But do you think Cooper Kupp could sustain some of this? Are you feeling good about him in fantasy?
Quite honestly, I mean, I think, again, it's good to have the Cooper Kupps of the world at the beginning of the year. Like, he's a player up until, you know, if we get to November. Week 8, week 9, and we in the dog days of the season, maybe he'll start to win. Right now with fresh legs, and Travis Kelce, they're not bad bets. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think a lot of people bet him last week. So, I mean, if you laddered that up, going to be my goal this weekend. By the way, for Like Love, I also want to let y'all know I'm going to have a teaser for y'all. I think this is a great teaser. So just be ready for that. We're about to get into that, though. Speaking of, do you want to bring up your fantasy pros, Joyce? Because we can get into some player props when it comes to that as well. And
I'm not going to get into the player props until Saturday.
Oh yeah. I don't know why I keep doing that. But with your 3 picks, I got to get back right. I got to go 3-0 this week. All
right. It's going to be short, sweet to the though. Let me look it up. Let me make sure I'm getting it right off the board.
Yeah.
So basically, yes, I'm a psychopath. I'm going back to the well. And this one already kind of down a little bit. But yeah, right here, Cleveland versus Green Bay at plus 8.5 if you can get it. Biggest number you can get. So you get 9, get plus 9. I got it.
You're taking the Browns to cover?
Yeah. I'm telling you, if you watch the it's claims.
As a full team, they might be them.
See, I don't know about that offense because the one thing I do know, the tight end's not going to be running wide open.
Matthew Golden he really should have got something last weekend. Well, and I feel like this could be I feel you though. I mean, it's not bad, but
it's just one of those things. Yeah, it's one of those situations where I think every good as Green Bay's defense. Like I think they probably got one of the top 3 or 4 defenses in the league right now currently. Jordan Love, when he against tough defenses, it's not always the prettiest football either. So I think that this might be Josh Jacobs. I know it's Wednesday, but he is on the injury report, so just kind of that.
That's extremely important. His backup is who? Is it still Emmanuel Wilson?
I'm not sure because the buddy from USC. But yeah, right here, this is a 0-2. Cleveland's 0-2. They really, for real, to be honest, they should have beat Cincinnati game 1, so they should be 1-1. So I think due to the spot that their ball, they're going to give Green Bay their best shot. They're going to try not to go down 0-3. They might not win the game, but I think that it stays close. Like I think that this is a very, very close game. Green Bay pulls it out in the end, or something where even because at 8.5, you're still at the back door too. So they are up 15 points or whatever, but Cleveland scores on the last drive and they cover it. So I know I'm a psychopath. I know I'm a madman, but I'm going with them and about it. All right. And what's up?
No. I thought your second one you were prefacing that again. I was like, damn, you got 2 madman plays.
Nah, and then right again, I'm just taking the number here. I'm going with Cincinnati plus 3. Like it's Carson Wentz. I don't know why 3. I feel like it should be at -1, maybe 1.5. So I'm just going to take this at plus 3.5. I mean plus 3.5. You get it. It looks like there's some minuses to this.
Is that plus 3.5? Because I'm thinking about that. I like the Vikings at -3. I don't like the hook. I don't like the hook at all because I think this is an easy push spot. But
yeah, I don't know. This is about to be a whole going like, come on, like I don't know. Yeah, I don't even know the last time Carson Wentz started was last year, the last game of the season. So for Kansas City or shit like that.
Ass.
I mean, probably that's what I mean. So I just don't know. Like, not even trying to troll, but like I just feel like they set the lines how they would set the line if they weren't injured or some shit. So for me, again, I'm just like, plus 3 plus Cincinnati. I think they can through and they can get a win off of Minnesota. I mean, especially I don't even think Carson Wentz wants to. Yeah, that's the and then the lock.
That's your love.
This one was tough. I had because I really I am back in Pittsburgh. I'm not playing. Got it at -1.5. Was it that right? Yeah, I got them at -1.5 because again, I think defense is similar to the Jets defense, and I think that Pittsburgh is going to carve them up. And this is a bounce back spot, but we're not going there. We're going. Where is it at?
Wait, to say you're betting that game? I'm not touching that.
We're going back here. Los Angeles plus. I'm taking them again. Philadelphia again. They know how to win, and they've been escaping escaping losses back to back, 2 drops of the best players' hands, dropping passes that would be able to seal the game for respective teams. Travis having the ball in his hands into the arms of I don't even know how to say his last name, number 24 from Texas, and also CeeDee Lamb. So I think this week, I think Puka and Devontae Adams don't have the butterfingers that Travis Kelce and CeeDee Lamb did. They're able to score points to put pressure on Philadelphia, and Philadelphia isn't able to cover. They might still win, but it won't be by 3.5.
Yeah, I like that one too. Plus, I'm a vibes ass nigga. Like, it's just, if I feel like the vibes are they want to tear your head off and they hate your guts and you're coming off a Super Bowl and those games are like, this is a game Rams could get their get back. So those are your 3. I'm gonna dive into my 3. We gonna start like this. So my like is Colts minus 4.5. It just went up.
Yeah, see, I like Tennessee. I like Tennessee at plus 3.5.
Yeah, I mean, listen, my thing with this is division game, they're fucking home. It tough. But my test for this Indianapolis Colts team was that they showed up. They made them look goofy. The Titans have an underrated defense. Wrong. I just don't think they have enough. I don't think this is the game where they get humbled. I just don't think this is the game.
I think this is the game that it's like, oh, okay. Like, whoa, all right, yeah, they are still like the Colts. Maybe they don't get humbled. I don't think they're getting smashed out, but I just think I don't think that they're winning by I don't got them just this game like that. And again, this is division rival, so they're going to be that defense in the lab right now, figuring out how to quote unquote stop offense. So which Jonathan Taylor, but
and when it comes to Jonathan Taylor, they're like in terms of stopping the run right now. It's Jonathan Taylor and division game. The Colts, Shane Steichen has been having to deal with Anthony Richardson, who can't execute what his game plan, which is why he didn't like him. And he was like, Daniel Jones, he knows what to do. Daniel Jones, he needed a fresh start from New York, and this is a better situation. Why does that always happen? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Yeah. All right, bet. But yeah, with Daniel Jones, it's like this is just a better situation for him. I think they will kind of come back down to earth, but it's not going to be against the Titans, man. It's just not going to be against the Titans. I like the Colts to cover against this team. It's going up because earlier I saw a 3.5, so they're bringing it up. This shit early. That game's on. So is that now? Next game, I like the Rams. I also like the Rams plus 4.5. That's 3.5. Whatever. That's even better. I got to cap it at plus 3.5 though. Like I said, this Rams front 7 is crazy. I just love it. And Jared Verse, my boy, he has a vendetta out against this Eagles team. This Eagles has been getting some squeakers out. Like, they've been getting some squeakers out, and luckily they're 2-0. I think it's just a game that they lose the Rams. They definitely need this one to just take clear control of this division. We don't want to be a wild card team this year. Devontae Adams, Puka, Matt Stafford, if you continue to stay high, they're going to have to do though. They're going to have to be able to control the line of scrimmage. That's the only way you could beat this Eagles team. It's the only way you can beat this Eagles team. I think they'll be able to do it. Can they? Rams?
Yeah, the D tackles are too tiny. That's the only thing. Like, the only thing, like, that's what was happening even in the playoff game. Before the going off, like, they was just leaning on him. It was just leaning, and then Saquon was breaking.
Are you talking the playoff game though?
No, I'm talking the game.
Season game.
Yeah, not even the one in the snow.
Oh, that's what I was saying. I was just making sure you're not talking about the.
It's the discrepancy. You know what I mean? All those dudes, they're good. They're good interior for pass rush, but because they're light, they're like 290. And Philly's offensive line, especially the interior, is pretty heavy, well over 300 some pounds. If they got something for that, or they got some big boys inside to help on those first, 2 downs, I think they'll be straight. But if they just try to chalk them boys out there to our game, we might be seeing Saquon break off some runs from 70 yards out.
What's your takeaway from that?
I mean, that again, I think that they can still score where it makes Philly have to throw the football. But if it's one of those situations where they aren't scoring points and it's about the trenches, it's about the O-line and the D-line, I think Philly might on offense at least, I still could control the line of scrimmage. On defense, we'll see. I think their D tackles are going to be nice. I don't know about the edge.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, that's just something they're going to have to do though, because it's like through Saquon, you have him on your 3, so this is a matter of fact guarantee. The Rams are going to cover. You just have to go. You have to go with your gut in there, man. The game of the 2. They're both 2-0, and they really need this one. Both of these.
Everybody needs to win.
Yeah, but there are some niggas that need to win even more. Like if the Texans go because of their Jags, that's a different need to win than the Bengals, who are 2-0. And one of those games, Joe Burrow was out in the first quarter. Like those are 2 different things.
If I'm Cincy, I'm like, all right, we need to find a way to steal this game. Like we need this extra 3rd game if we think that we're going to get Joe Burrow back.
Well, they're not going to get Joe Burrow back until maybe
December. But that's what I'm saying. So it's like we need
December.
Yeah, any game we can get, we got it. We get it. So it's like we playing Carson Wentz. All right, bro. We playing Carson Wentz, dog. We got a layup.
My thing with them playing Carson Wentz thing is JJ McCarthy has looked in 1 out of 8 quarters, bro.
But you can copy and like it don't mean nothing to me. Like they both, if you think that like Carson Wentz is like we're playing a bad quarterback. So we're who it is. We're playing a bad quarterback. We need to get this. We need to win. We need to steal this.
Yeah. That's my love. Was that your lock of the week?
That was my lock.
That's your lock of the week.
Yeah.
That's a matter of fact guarantee right there. Keep in mind, we don't talk about, I don't know what his picks are until he picks. There's some overlap. I'm not finna change a pick because he also likes a pick. But it's it's sketching me out a little bit because we're both Eagles haters. So are we just coping? We're not coping.
I don't cope.
You do cope, nigga. I've heard you cope.
I credit the whole year. I've given them credit. I gave the GMs credit, bro. I do not fans, but find a way to win. I can't hate on you. I can't hate on the winner.
Wait, we predicted with Kellen Moore being the OC to start last year. You were like, that's going to be a problem.
That was me saying I don't think that and again, his team was so talented that it didn't matter. They were like, hey, yo, look, you're going to stop throwing the football or calling all these passes.
We always, it feels like this podcast is a flat circle. I feel like we conversation all the time. All right. And it's my fault. But anyway, my lock of the week, Falcons against this Panthers team. Just them. Would you like that one?
Nah, it's just. I mean, I again, it's 5.5, 6 now. 6, like.
Yeah, I think this Panthers team is dog shit.
Yeah.
I think this team's and some injuries on the O-line. Their O-line a little bit underrated when they're fully healthy, but this Panthers team offensively, they just don't have enough. That's still Chuba from last year, but outside of that, you got to get
Javion Sanders.
Jatavion Sanders. Yeah, that's my man's. That's my man's.
Yeah. Hunter Renfrew out the slot gave you 2 tutties.
That's why, when Coker gets back, say less. Coker, listen, and I'm going to remind you this every week. We have to, because I know Austin's a Jalen Coker guy, but if you have an open spot in your something else. That's what I would do with Jalen Coker, because we've seen Thielen thrive in the slot role in this Panthers offense, no matter if they win or lose a game. Now, Jalen Coker was supposed to be that guy. They trade away Adam Thielen, and they scoop up Hunter Renfrow for that job, and he's eating. He just got you 25 fantasy points. If you started him, doubt you did, but you maybe picked him up, And when Jalen Coker comes back, that's who's going to be getting this. And he has way more upside than current day Hunter Renfrow. So look out for that.
I go as far as to say he's already better than Xavier Legette. Like, it's going to be Tet. And
are you trolling me?
But I mean, he had -2 yards.
No, I'm saying that should go without saying. Yeah, that nigga Xavier Legette is on his way out of the league with what he's doing. It's not athleticism or the route running, like the effort. It's just like everything is like, yo. Yeah, and I like him. I like his personality, and I thought he had a lot of drops in his rookie year last year. You remember who the Panthers instead of Legette?
I mean, they dropped him at the top second round. They traded back into the first round to get him.
First round, yeah. So, yeah, a lot of different options, which is why it was very important for them not to go ahead and get Jalen Walker, who the Falcons, see, that's why I like talking to you, Austin. Just made another connection. Remember, in the draft, we were all thinking that the Panthers were going to get Jalen Walker. They didn't screen. Guess who has Jalen Walker?
Atlanta.
Yeah, and I'll send you some cookies. But but anyway, my lock of the week is the Falcons to cover this because this defense is balling. I don't think AJ Terrell is going to play, but the way this pass rush is looking, and the way this Panthers offense is looking, they have their own injuries on that offensive line. So I think they're going to get in the trenches. Now the Falcons starting to have their own injuries on the offensive line, but they look fine to me. The only thing, if this doesn't cover, the only reason why this doesn't cover is because of the play calling. Because they have the talent on offense. I don't think we've seen the most and the peak that we can see out of this Falcons offense with some of the names, weapons, talent that they have on this offense. But besides that, you give me a Falcons team that typically owns the Panthers, but now they have a pass rush, and then the Panthers, their O-line is choppy due to injuries, and it was just a middle-of-the-pack O-line in the first place. And besides the O-line of the Panthers, their weapons aren't looking like that. Xavier Legette, early bust. Tet, he's like that. Love Tet. But is he going to have time to even get the ball against his pass rush, this depleted O-line? I don't know. And then Hunter Renfrow, you should be able to have a good game. Again, I don't the fluke. I just think whatever Dave Canales really likes to do, we might have to look up what the stats were for Chris Godwin when he was the OC for the Bucks. So I don't know. Maybe there's something there with that. But Hunter Renfrow is going to eat. But it's just Hunter Renfrow and then a splash of Jatavian Sanders, who I'm a big fan of. And then Chuba. You're going to get him busy in the pass game, even if down early and they can't really like that. He's going to be part of trying to get back into the game. I just think this Panthers team, similar to the Dolphins, are kind of in disarray. It's just in a sloppier fashion. It's not as, what's the word? I don't know. It's not as ugly, for a lack of a better word. It's not as ugly as spiraling. The Dolphins spiraling right now is super ugly. But besides that, we could get into the Thursday night football and then wrap this up. But yeah, those are my 3 picks of the week. We're going 3-0 this week for me. I have to, or I feel some type of way. My 3 picks, once again, Colts to cover. I don't think this is when the shoe drops for the Colts. They're gonna cover this one against the Titans. Titans have some promise. They're not good enough. The roster's not good enough. The defense is underrated, but they don't have enough on offense. Give me the Colts to cover against their rivals. Give me the Rams against the Eagles. Sort of a revenge game. They were talking a lot of shit and I think this Rams team can really get rolling. And I'll probably have them in the dog parlay. And then the Falcons against the Panthers. Falcons cover. Panthers just aren't good enough. They're going to be picking top 3 in the draft, along with the Dolphins.
Yeah, and again, mine's similar script. Cleveland Browns plus 8.5. You can get it. I got it at plus 7.5. Still get the backdoor cover if they lose by only 7 points. And then I got the Cincinnati Bengals for my lock of the week +3. I just think it's too much money. I just think it's too many points. And again, I don't know what Minnesota is going to look like this week. So I'm just going to go with Cincinnati here. I think it's got to have a spot for them. Emotionally charged game after Joe been announced injured for the majority of the season. And then the lock of the Los Angeles Rams +3.5. I think this is where, they gotta again throw the ball down the field. They gotta throw the AJ Brown. Hope LA can get up maybe like a score, double digits, like 10 to 14 points early. Make it so that Jalen has to throw the football, and they can't do the running script with Saquon, and they don't by Saquon having humongous plays on defense.
All right.